after a brief hiatus, welcome back to hashtag my quarantine with sanctuary. And this morning I have with me some of my very favorite people in the whole planet. And I'm sure you'll agree with me. From Ashburnham, the lovely Andre and Sarah Arel. Say hello.
Hello.
Hello. Hi, everyone.
Hi, everyone. Whenever you see this.
Well, good morning, guys. I wanted to allow you guys a few minutes to just tell everybody about who you are. What makes you tick? What do you do? What do you love to do? And tell us a little bit about yourself so people get to know you.
Okay.
All right.
Andre, why don't you go?
I'll start first. I'm 61, soon to be 62 in October. I officiated football, all levels except pro, for 20 years in New Hampshire. I did have a pro official who was a dear friend of mine. He lives in Indianapolis. He's since retired. I coached baseball for 25 years in New Hampshire, softball and baseball. Recently, Cornet High School for high school baseball for 15 years, let's put it that way. And I've helped my grandkids in Milford and so on and so forth. So that's that. But I worked at Aubuchon's for 33 years. I worked at the post office all over the place, Westminster, Ashburnham, Ashby, Shirley, Harvard for 10 years. And I worked at Market Basket for 12. I am now retired.
Yay.
And plenty to do around here.
Good enough.
Okay. Andre's being very humble. He is truly a hard worker. He has been through a couple of major medical challenges, but he doesn't let that keep him down. He is always on the move. So didn't just want people to know that he
Retired.
But for me, I'm Sarah. I'll be 60 this year. I have two children of my own, Emily and Sawyer. They live out west. Emily's expecting her first baby in June. I'm very excited.
Yep.
Andre has two children, Tim and Kim, and they live in New Hampshire. And we have two granddaughters from Kimberly, so Hannah and Haley. And we're excited to have that wonderful grouping of family for us, even though they're spread around. I myself have worked for Aubuchon Hardware for 35 years. That's where I met Andre. And we've been married for almost 17 years. May 3rd will be 17 years. And I also, so prior to that, I've worked there forever, benefits manager at Aubuchon. I also am a wedding coordinator at Wachusett Mountain for the past, I'd say 13 or 14 years, which is a fun summertime hobby for me. And as far as passions, I have run 9 marathons, but I've put the sneakers away for a bit and am now an avid golfer. So that's me.
So it seems that you guys both like outdoors.
Absolutely.
So there's no moss in you guys. Very busy, very active.
German Shepherds stayed outdoors. I love the snow. I'm starting to get colder now, but you know.
Yeah, we do love the outdoors.
We love the outdoors. We have 15 acres here, so.
We could do away with the winters, but we like the outdoors.
All right. So how has this season affected you guys? How do you find your lives changed due to the stay-at-home orders and those kind of things? Or has it affected you?
Well, me personally, I kind of stay home anyway. I'm always outdoors. I'm always doing something, bringing in wood, picking up leaves, moving rocks, raking. So it's affected me a little bit because I don't see many people. When I do go to the grocery store, I've got my mask on, I've got my gloves, and I follow the arrows. But some people don't. And that's par for the course. That's just the way it is. But I'm more of an at-home guy, and that's just, we go from there.
Yep.
And for me, some of the challenges are, well, I love being home, but I am an essential worker since Aubuchon Hardware is considered essential. Mm-hmm. So I was working in the office for the past 3 weeks, 5 days a week, but now I'm 2 days at home and 2 days at work and 3 days at home. I miss my stand-up desk at work. But as far as challenges, also, it's tough because I can't see our neighbors, our friends, and especially the sanctuary family. I miss all those hugs, and air hugs just don't do it. But
It's not
it'll do for now. We have a lot of catching up to do with our hugs.
Why am I not surprised that you have a stand-up desk?
I was the first one in the whole company to initiate that.
I'd be right there with you, yes. All right, so then I guess you started and touched on it a little bit. What do you miss the most?
You want to go first?
And again, I guess I just miss the people.
Yeah.
Because I'm here. I don't go out too much. If I do, I go to Elm Street, which was where her mom lived, and been cleaning there. But basically, once in a while, I go to the grocery store. But I'm a stay-at-home person and fix supper, vacuum,
Yep.
do things so that when my honey comes home,
I'm very blessed. Let's put it that way.
we both are. We both are.
So you miss just the interaction with people and hugs?
Yes, yeah, because in Market Basket, people used to hug, where's that guy? Me. And they give me a hug. And I see him. I see him in Hannaford's now. They go, we won't go to Market Basket because you're not there. I said, well, whatever. You retired early, huh? I says, yeah. But, they still hug me. But I don't see as many of them as I used to.
Yeah.
Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
I think a challenge for me is seeing, I don't watch the news too often because I don't want to get caught up in all that dramatized news. But of course, it's important to share. But I think watching the people who are struggling and seeing those who have no work at all, like my children, they're out of work. I know, Deb, you're one of Leighton. But just seeing that is hurting to me and makes me sad. And I don't know I wish I could help everybody just get back on their feet and financially and emotionally and mentally.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, it's a tough season we're in. And I think, especially if you're an empath at all, which I think you are, it's difficult because you take on some of the emotions and the burdens of other people. And we're surrounded by so much right now, right? So
right. Employees calling and telling me that they can't make their rent and they're getting kicked out by their landlord. And, I've got to put on my psychiatrist hat and try to help them through all that. So it's tough. It's coming from all areas. Yeah. Yeah.
Luckily, our kids are healthy. Our kids are healthy, which is a plus.
Yes, we're
our
fortunate
grandkids
with
are healthy, and let's hope Emily has a healthy baby. It's a boy.
So soon. So on the other side of that, then the other side of the coin is: have there been any surprise blessings or things that you've been surprised about positively?
Well, personally, my blessing is going to Dawn and Steve's on Sunday. I mean, I know we can't get together at church, at Sanctuary, and I wasn't there when I worked at Market Basket too much because I used to have to work every Sunday. From 7 to 12 or whatever. But seeing Dawn and Steve every day, on Sundays, and we sit apart from each other, all of us or whatever. But there's only been 4 of us there, which is fine. Them 2 and us 2. And we watch a service and we donate, we have a great time, and that's my blessing, I think, is getting to know them a little bit more. Even though they live real close, we don't get to see them that often. They go by, they wave, they hi, beep, bye, but just going to their house is nice.
And for me, blessings, so there've been several. One is I've just taken the time to look around, whether it be inside home when I'm here or looking around outside and seeing the beauty of God's creation taking it in a little bit stronger than I have, even though I love being outside all the time anyway. And not only his creation, but how he's put creativity in others in terms of all the blessings that so many people have done for others during this time. It's amazing. And it doesn't have to be a celebrity. It's just people just pouring out from their hearts to help others, you know, whether it be a mother taking her children in their van to drive by a kid's friend's house to say happy birthday and honk, or people clapping from their tenement porches, waving flags or clacking pans, or just some cancer survivor who is a owner of Subway, and he donated 5,000 Subway sandwiches to the hospital where he just got released from. I mean, it's just amazing, those blessings. God is definitely at work in all this. And I also have taken much more time to read devotions, which I was slacking, I must admit. And I got this beautiful devotional book from some very special person in my life called Jesus Calling.
Yeah.
And the one I read today for April 15th, I just have to read the beginning part because it's just so poignant for this time we're in. It says, "Trust me and don't be afraid. Many things feel out of control. Your routines are not running smoothly. You tend to feel more secure when your life is predictable. Let me lead you to the rock that is higher than you and your circumstances.
Yeah.
Take refuge in the shelter of my wings where you are absolutely secure." And that just really hit home today.
Yeah.
Another blessing is I'm learning more about how to do FaceTime, and and I'm learning about Zoom meetings, which is cool, even though I do them at work, but personally it's fun. And then one last thing, we also have taken the time to go through our attics and the barn, and we put together 11 huge garbage bags of donations to the Epilepsy Fund, and they were just picked up this past Monday. So hopefully we're helping out other people with that.
Yeah, I'm sure you are. I'm sure you are. All right, that was beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. And, any other final words then?
Me, I just can't wait to get all back together, see people that I haven't seen or we haven't seen. President Hand projects, I guess, coming along, and we'll go from there. But just to see people and get back to Sanctuary, get back to our church.
The new norm.
And we've been members of Sanctuary for a long time. We met at the ACC. We met when you played.
Right. We've known
the band.
You and others at the church for a long time. Matter of fact, I was thinking back, wasn't I one of the 12 disciples to help lift this church off the ground way back?
Yep, you were.
So that was a delight and a pleasure. My last thing I'd like to say is a shout out to our wonderful Pastor Deb. Thank you for being just so humble and so forthright in your love of the Lord, and it's teaching us so much. And you and I had spoken the other day what your thoughts were through this, and you said that you felt like you were a true shepherd, and you definitely are through this time of crisis. You are keeping your sanctuary flock all together and safe, and you would definitely be just like Jesus, leaving the 99 to go after that one. So thank you for that from us, and I'm sure all our sanctuary family would agree. So thank you. And I need a tissue, a lot of them right now.
You can cut all that out.
I am not cutting that out, because that was beautiful. Thank you so much. Andre's back there saying, because you're getting all verklempt like you do.
There's a picture of her out of the water.
That's all right. You know what? I appreciate that, and I am honored and privileged to serve, and just so grateful to God for blessing me with people that I just so love and adore. And you guys are definitely part of that is the people that are so near and dear to my heart, I'm sure, as you know. So thank
The feeling is so mutual.
And
thank you.
Oh, all right. With that, I'm going to sign off. So thank you, everyone, for joining us today for our next edition of Hashtag.
See you next time.
Quarantine with Sanctuary. And just join us online if you need any information about the church. It's www.sanctuaryministrycenter.org. Join us on Sunday mornings for services at 10 o'clock in the morning live. And we pray that you stay safe and be well. Bye-bye.